Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to Soulful Saturdays with Saylor. That's me. This is where we empower your spirit and build a strong sense of self. Life's always on the move. But I ask you, let's just set aside the next 40 minutes or so. Let's hit pause, reconnect to that powerhouse within you. Make sure that you tune in every Saturday for your weekly dose of spiritual connection and soul fueled goodness. And if life happens, because let's be real, it does. No worries. You can catch all of our sessions anytime on YouTube, Spotify, and podcast, Apple Podcasts. Yes. Oh, and stop being shy and subscribe. That's right. Go ahead and subscribe, heart us, join our community. You know all the things that you should be doing, but you haven't yet. That's right. Go ahead, hit that button, stay connected, and be the first to know when our latest fantabulous sessions drop. We're here to support you on your spiritual journey, and we don't want you to miss out on anything. So go ahead, hit that button, hit subscribe. Might be up there, might be down there. Anyway, find the button, hit subscribe. All right, everyone. Now, before we dive into what we have set aside for you today, we want to give you a quick peek on how we like rolling things out. Every Saturday is crafted with love, some sass, kind of like to say sailor sass, and just the right dose of soul searching magic. And here's how it all flows out. Yep. First, we'll kick things off with a warm welcome. Maybe it's your little weekly hype session just to set the tone and spark some excitement. And next, we'll ease into our centering moment, a meditation or mindfulness. This is our practice to get you grounded. Calm your mind and open up that beautiful heart of yours. And after that, we'll dive into the juicy topic of the week. And this is where we share the how-tos to help you take action, the benefits of embracing these ideas, and sometimes even a personal story. And yes, those could even be mine. And hopefully they are going to be relatable to you. They are real stories and hopefully relatable to you. And finally, we'll close it out with a little reflection and a actionable takeaway to where you can carry this information into your week and start making those soulful changes right away. And whatever the reason is that you are here, we thank you. Thank you for taking the time. And we are hopeful that this session will guide you on your spiritual journey. So grab your journal, grab your cup of coffee or tea, get in a comfortable place with no distractions and settle in, because we're going to get started. Woo-hoo. And it is a pleasure for me to be your spiritual leader today. And welcome, beautiful souls. This is our first session of our February theme, love and self-compassion. Yes, this month we're diving into the essence of love, not just the love that we give to others, but it's the love that we extend to ourselves. Yes, it is. And let's be real. Society often conditions us to believe that self-love is selfish, that prioritizing your well-being means neglecting others. But here's the truth bomb. Loving yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Yes, it is. Self-love is the foundation of every relationship in our lives. And when we truly embrace who we are, we step into that power, build healthy boundaries, and allow ourselves to be seen, valued, and cherished. And first, we have to start with ourselves. Then we can do it to those around us and to the world. So today, we are going to explore what self-love really means Let's break down a few of the myths surrounding it and discover practical ways to nurture a deep, unshakable ap- appreciation for ourselves. You ready for it? Okay, but here's the thing. Let's just take a moment to center ourselves with love and intention. This is a good way for you to become truly present and receive all this wonderful information that we've set aside today. And this is your guided visualization, embracing the truest you. I hope you're ready. So first and foremost, find a comfortable position. Yes. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. And what you want to do is breathe in deeply and breathe in and out, allowing yourself to settle into this present moment. Let's do that again. Let's take some deep breaths in and out. Just allow your shoulders to relax, your jaw to unclench, and just feel the breath going in and out of your body. It's filling up all the way into your belly. And when you release, you are releasing any distraction, attention, anything that's going to distract you from what you want to listen to today. Yes. Now, as you continue to breathe naturally, I mentioned this is a visualization, okay? So with your eyes closed and with you breathing nice, easy breaths in and out, I want you to imagine this. You find yourself in a quiet, sacred space, one that feels safe, warm, and full of light. Yes. And in front of you stands a magnificent full-length mirror, unlike any you've ever seen before. This mirror is special. It doesn't just reflect your physical appearance. It reveals the deepest truth of who you are. And as you step closer, visualize yourself in front of this mirror. And as you step closer, the reflection begins to shift. You no longer see yourself through the lens of past hurts, self-doubts, or criticism. Instead, you see the most radiant, whole, empowered version of you. Yes, yes. Look closely. This version of you stands with confidence, right? Standing tall, shoulders back. Yes, your eyes are glowing with self-acceptance. Yes, look deep into those eyes and you see the self-acceptance. Your heart is wide open with love. Yes, it is. This is the real you. Standing tall, standing proud. Yes, the one that exists beyond fear, beyond limitation. Yes. Take a deep breath in and place your hand gently over your heart. Feel its steady, beautiful rhythm. The rhythm of the heart that has carried you through every challenge, every triumph, every moment of growth. Now, as you gaze into your eyes, whisper softly, I see you. I honor you. I love you. Yes. Go ahead and whisper that again. I see you. I honor you. I love you. Yes. Let these words sink in like a warm embrace from your soul. Feel love rising within you, expanding through your chest, radiating outward, filling every part of your being. This love is not conditional. It is not based on accomplishments, appearances, or the approval of others. No, it simply exists, pure, unwavering, and infinite, because you are worthy. Breathe in this love deeply. And as you exhale, imagine releasing every layer of doubt, self-judgment, and fear that has weighed you down. Watch as they dissolve into the air, no longer holding power over you. Yes, yes. The doubt, self-judgment, and fear, they're gone. Yes, yes, they are. They are dissolving right in front of you, out into the thin air. Yes. Now repeat after me, silently or out loud, letting each word resonate deeply within you. I am worthy of love and embracing myself fully. I am enough just as I am. I choose to love myself unconditionally and unapologetically. Yes, absolutely. Feel these affirmations becoming a truth, the truth that you live and breathe. One more time, let's repeat our affirmations silently or out loud. I am worthy of love and embrace myself fully. I am enough just as I am. I choose to love myself unconditionally and unapologetically. Yes, that's it. Feel the meaning of each word fill you up. One more time. Let's repeat our affirmations silently or out loud. I am worthy of love and I embrace myself fully. I am enough just as I am. I choose to love myself unconditionally and unapologetically. Yes. Yes, you do. Go ahead and continue to breathe. Gentle breaths in, gentle breaths out. Take another slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel yourself stepping fully into this love. A love that starts with you and extends into every part of your life. Yes, that beautiful love that you're worthy of. And hold on to that visual of the individual standing in front of that mirror, standing tall, proud, shoulders down and back. And a little twinkle in the eye. Yes, that's you. That's you. Take another deep breath in and slowly breathe out, and you feel the peace of the love surrounding you. And when you're ready, gently open up your eyes. Yes. Good. And carry this feeling with you. You are love. You are whole. And you are enough. Yes, you are. I want you to take a moment right now to notice how you feel. Breathe in this warmth, this love, this deep sense of acceptance. Yeah. Feels pretty freaking awesome, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Oh, yes. And what we just experienced during our meditation or visualization is a powerful reminder that love isn't something that we have to earn. It's something we choose to embrace. And let's be honest, loving ourselves isn't always easy. We live in a world that often teaches us to be our own worst critics rather than our biggest supporters. That's why today we're going to explore the true power of self-love, what it really means, why it matters, and how to make it a natural part of our daily lives. And let's start. Let's start unpacking the foundation of self-love and why it's the key to living a fulfilled, meaningful life. Okay, we have to get real for a second. Self-love isn't just a cute buzzword or something you do only when you've earned it. No, it's not about spa days. But though, let's be honest, those are really nice. They are. Or it's just not about reciting affirmations in the mirror. No. Self-love is a daily decision, a way of showing up for yourself, even when life feels messy. And life gets messy. Yes. But self-love is a daily decision. It is a way of showing up for yourself each and every day. And we've all been there, looking in the mirror and seeing everything but our brilliance, picking ourselves apart like we've got some DIY project that needs fixing. But let me remind you of something bold and beautiful. This is something that's bold and beautiful. You are not a problem to be solved. No, you are a soul to be loved. Today, we're diving into that power of self-love, what it really means, why it's the foundation for everything in your life, and how to make it part of your everyday reality. Because let's be clear, loving yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. When you truly love yourself, you show up differently. You attract different energy. You stop settling for less than you deserve. So, if you've ever struggled with self-doubt, people-pleasing, or feeling not enough, this is for you. We're about to shake up those old stories and step into something new. A love story with yourself that lasts a lifetime. You ready? I am. All right, let's get into this. So, the power of self-love, a love story with yourself. What if I told you that every relationship in your life, your friendships, your romantic connections, even how you show up at work, begins with one foundational relationship, the one you have with yourself? Think about it. The way you treat others sets the tone for how others treat you. Yes, and when we deeply love and respect ourselves, we send an unspoken message to the world about how we expect to be treated. And when we don't, well, we often attract relationships that reflect our own self-doubt, insecurities, unhealed wounds. Oh, and here's the good news. Here's the good news. You have the power to rewrite this story. Yes, you do. Now think about that. We attract relationships that often reflect our own self-doubt, insecurities, and unhealed wounds. Yeah, that's pretty powerful right then and there. And I'll give you a little tip. Maybe it's time to start looking up at the people in your lives, the people in your life. And if they do reflect on your own self-doubt and insecurities or unhealed wounds, what are those self-doubts? What are those insecurities? What are those unhealed wounds? There's a reason why these people are in our lives. So we want to be open to receiving their message and to take a look at the patterns that we have created. And you can break those patterns. And you can ditch the self-doubt. You could get rid of that insecurity, and you could heal those wounds. All right. That was extremely powerful because, and it's so true. And I'll tell you what, you're going to have a lot of aha moments when you start accepting it, that we are attracting the things in our lives because we haven't taken care of ourselves. Just saying. Just a little Sailor sass there for you. So, identifying and challenging the self-critic thoughts. Self-critical thoughts. Hello. Who's had those lately? Maybe you've had them today. Maybe you had them before you even stepped onto this podcast. But I'm going to tell you something. This is where you really want to be honest with yourself. It's about, let's talk about the voice in your head. Yes. You know the one, the little gremlin that loves to whisper, "You're not good enough. You should be doing more. You don't deserve love." Sound familiar? Yeah. So, where does that voice even come from? Most of the time, it's our old programming messages picked up from childhood, societal pressures, or past experiences where we felt unworthy. And because that voice has been on repeat for so long, we start believing it as truth. Yeah. What if we stopped treating our inner critic like gospel? What if instead we challenged it the way we would if a friend were being too hard on themselves? Yeah, if a friend was being hard on themselves, what would you say to them? Right? And that's what you want to do for yourself. So the next time that voice pops up, all those self-doubt voices, try this. Ask yourself, would I speak to someone I love this way? You could also reframe the thought. Instead of, "I messed up," say, "I'm learning and I'm giving myself grace." Yeah. You could also be your own cheerleader. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you offer a child, a best friend, or even a stranger. Daily self-love, the practice is to integrate it into your life. We must learn how to integrate the self-love practices. Because self-love isn't just a concept, it is a practice. And like any practice, the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. And let's give you some simple ways, yet powerful ways to nurture your own self-love. And you could do this each and every day. The first one, mirror talk. That's right. That's right. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself in the eyes, and say something kind. I appreciate you. You are strong. I love you. It might feel awkward at first, but stick with it. You're building a new dialogue with yourself. The next one, you could set boundaries. Hello. Who wants to set boundaries? I do. Yes, set boundaries. Loving yourself means honoring your energy, giving yourself permission to say no. It's 2 letters, people. N-O. No. And to do it without guilt. You're not responsible for managing other people's expectations at the expense of your own well-being. Set boundaries and learn to say no. Maybe you could do it right now. Say no. Say no. Say no. Yeah, and have fun with it. Get used to it because you're going to start saying it a lot more after this. Another way is self-care rituals. Nourish your body, mind, and soul, whether it's through movement, meditation, journaling, or simply taking time for something that brings you joy. Self-care is an act of self-respect. So what are those things that bring you joy? What are those things that bring you joy that, you just don't do because you tell yourself, you'll get to it later, you'll get to it tomorrow, I don't have enough time, oh, I'm doing everything for everyone else. Stop the madness. Just stop the madness and start doing things for yourself. Because remember, self-care is an act of self-respect. And another way that you can start showing yourself some love, celebrate yourself. Yes, don't wait for someone else to acknowledge your growth or achievements. Celebrate yourself. Whether it's a small win, I've got out of bed today despite every feeling of overwhelm, right? I got out of bed today. Woo-hoo! Yeah, absolutely. Or a big one, I finally set the boundary that I've been afraid to set. Woohoo! Seriously, celebrate yourself. Celebrate. Celebrate every small or big win that you do for yourself. Because every step toward self-love is worth recognizing. Yes, it is. And at the end of the day, self-love isn't selfish. It's the foundation for a life well lived. And when you treat yourself with love, compassion, and respect, you create a ripple effect. You attract better relationships. You make empowered decisions. You stop settling for less than you deserve, because you were born deserving everything the world will serve up. You were born to be worthy. You were, and you are. So let me leave you with this little trinket. A little Saylor sassy statement. Love yourself so fiercely that no one ever questions how they should treat you. Yeah. Love yourself so fiercely that no one ever questions how they should treat you. Because the love you give yourself sets the standards for everything else. You know, we have to get real again. Yes, we do. Just for a second. Whew. I've been down the self-doubt rabbit hole. Hello. Yes, me, one and truly. And let me tell you, it's a slippery slope. For years, I gave everyone my love, my friends, my family, heck, even strangers. But when it came to me, I was the last one on the list. Sound familiar? I was pouring myself. I was given love from an empty cup. And I was wondering why I was exhausted, burned out, and feeling like I was always running on fumes. And here's the kicker. I was doing all of this while being on my own harshest critic. So naturally, one day, after a particularly rough moment of self-criticism, and we've all been there, I found myself standing in front of the mirror looking at the reflection of a woman who had given everything to everyone except the one person who deserved it the most, me. And that's when it hit me hard. I realized I would never talk to a friend the way I was talking to myself. I imagined calling up my bestie and saying, "Hey, you're not good enough. You should have done more. You're not lovable." You wouldn't do that, right? It's even hard to say. Then why on earth was I saying these things to myself? So I made a choice that day. I decided to practice radical self-love. And trust me, it was radical. I started small. Every morning, I would write down one thing I appreciated about myself. And at first, whew, it felt so awkward. It felt fake, like I was forcing myself that, and it, mm, excuse me, and it didn't come naturally. But after a while, I started to believe it. I stopped apologizing for taking up space in this world. I stopped pretending to be perfect or putting conditions on my worth. I reminded myself daily, I am worthy, not because of what I do for others, but simply because I am. Now, let me tell you, everything changed. Boy, did it change. My confidence started to grow. People started to treat me differently because I was no longer accepting anything less than respect. My relationships deepened. I stopped settling. And the most important shift, I became my own best friend. Yeah. And if I can do it, so can you. You don't need to wait for anyone's approval or permission. You deserve this kind of love because here's the thing, you are enough, exactly as you are. So start treating yourself with the same love and respect that you give as if you were your own best friend. You deserve to be your own biggest fan. And once you start believing that, trust me, everything shifts. It does. And here's a mic drop for you. Are you ready? We'll just do that first. I want to leave you with this quote because this quote, it hits hard and it'll stick with you. And it comes straight from the queen herself, Lucille Ball. Yep. You ready? Love your first. Love yourself first. And everything else falls into line. Yep, mic drop. And you know what? Let's reflect on that for a minute because it's something that we've already been talking about. Think about it. How often do we put everyone first and then wonder why we feel drained, disrespected, and unappreciated? When we give ourselves that first dose of love, suddenly everything else clicks into place. Your relationships, your career, your happiness, all of it. Yes, it does. So here's your beautiful takeaway and actionable item for today. I don't like to call it homework, but I'm just saying you're going to want to do this. And I'm not letting you off the hook. Nope. No, I'm not. You ready? I want you to write yourself a love letter. Yes, you heard me right. A real love letter. Sit down with your favorite pen, because I have them, and I'm sure you do too. Grab some paper. Yes, paper and pour your heart into it. Celebrate yourself, appreciate yourself, acknowledge your awesomeness. And at the end of it, write these words: I am worthy of love just as I am. I am worthy of love just as I am. That's right. You are worthy, not because of something that you do, but because of who you are. Absolutely. This is a beautiful little session today as we roll out February. It's all about love and compassion, but it's love for ourselves. And this was week 1. And I'll tell you what, you're going to want to hold on to your hat, because next week we're diving deeper into the love pool of self-compassion. Yes. And let me tell you, this isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's about giving yourself the grace that you deserve. Absolutely. And a little sassy insight: you're human, not a robot. So let's stop expecting perfection and start embracing your glorious, perfect, imperfect selves. This week, we're going to learn how to treat ourselves the way we treat our best friend, with compassion, patience, and understanding. That's going to be week 2. Yes, it is. And here's a little preview of what's going to be coming your way. The difference between self-esteem and self-compassion. One's about how you see yourself, and the other's about how you treat yourself when you mess up. And guess which one is more important? It's how to silence the inner critic, the voice that loves to remind us of every little mistake that we've made. Yeah. And we're giving it a time out for sure. And we're going to practice exercise to cultivate self-compassion daily, because talking the talk isn't enough. We're going to walk the walk. And we're got some exercises that are going to help you with that. We'll be wrapping it all up with this affirmation: I give myself some grace and kindness that offers to others. So get ready, because next week is going to release the judgment and let go of the guilt and step into the version of ourselves that is as compassionate as we are to our loved ones. We're going to do it for ourselves. And I want to see that. And if you've been searching for some fun, easy ways to sprinkle some peace and clarity into your life, well, look no farther, because we've got my ebook, The Path of Calm and Clarity, The Gifts of Intentional Breathing. It's a way to help you reconnect with your inner self and melt away any stress and discover the inner calm that we all crave. So go ahead, go to the website and grab your copy. That's right, saylorsjourney.com. And get ready to embrace some calm and clarity. And our second treat for you, if you're ready to get serious about some emotional, mental, and spiritual wellness, then you don't want to miss out on the 20-day challenge. It's designed to help you kick those negative thoughts, gain some serious clarity, and step into the best version of yourself. Yep, all in 20 days. And trust me, the challenge is a game changer. And you can pick that up over at our website, saylorsjourney.com. So you don't want to miss it. You want to start signing up today. And the best part, you'll also get exclusive tools and tips straight into your inbox, giving you the extra nudge every step of the way. So don't wait. It's time for you to start thriving. I want to thank you for joining me in this sacred space today. And remember, this isn't a one-time thing. Self-love isn't just something that we practice. No, it's not something that we practice when we're in the mood. It's a way of being. It's how we show up for ourselves day in and day out. So let's step into this month with open hearts, ready to embrace the incredible person that we see in the mirror, the one who is worthy of all the love that you can give. And until next time, remember, love yourself fiercely. It has been a pleasure to be your spiritual leader today. It's been a pleasure and a blessing. Thank you for being here, and make sure that you tune in every Saturday to Soulful Saturdays with Saylor for your weekly dose of spiritual connection and soul-filled goodness. And if life happens, because let's be real, it does, no worries. Catch all of our sessions anytime on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And oh, don't be shy. It's time to subscribe. Hit that beautiful button. Make sure that you know when these become available to you. But remember, you could always go back and take a look at them. We've set it up to where you can take a look at each one of our episodes. Well, it's February and it's the month of love, and it's about loving yourself. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. It has been a pleasure, and we're going to see you next week.